This whole Sykkuno situation keeps getting out of control, and just when you think it's over, a new character gets introduced here. So in case you guys don't know, long story short, and when I say that, I truly do mean long story short, because this is such a complex situation, but I'm going to try and do my best to explain the Sykkuno situation and then getting into the new Sykkuno allegations and this alleged new victim that is coming forward and exposing him, even though she fully consented to it before, but now not anymore. It's a whole mess. We're gonna get into it, but long story short, Sykkuno is a super popular Twitch streamer, and he recently got exposed because he cheated on his girlfriend of many years, which I think it's disgusting. I don't support cheating. I know I just said something extremely brave and stunning, but stay with me. He also got exposed for trying to race other girls and then racing other girls while he was dating his ex-girlfriend of multiple years. There's a whole Google Doc that went extremely viral just a few days ago. Some people were also saying that he was a predator because he was 30 years old, flirting with someone that was like 19, 20, 21, 22. And the whole age gap, which to me, I don't give a fuck. They're two consenting adults. You could be like, yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, from what I've seen, the only thing that he did wrong was the cheating, and it's not a small little thing. Like, yeah, it's super important and massive, and once again, not epic. I've seen so many people try to label him as a creep, as a predator, as a pedophile, when that has never been the situation. He was never with underage girls. But I just wanted to give you guys some context to the situation. I believe 2, 3, 4, 5 people have come forward and shared their experiences with Sykkuno. And to me, it just sounds like popular rich guy likes hot girls. Hot girls like him back. He flirts with them, dresses them up, flies them out, whatever the fuck it might be. Now, if he didn't have a girlfriend, I don't think anyone would care or have an issue with that. And if you do, you're probably a virgin. But that's enough of that. That's the long story short. But a few hours ago, this post went pretty viral. It got like 13 million views. New Sykkuno victim comes forward saying he finished inside of her without protection. This is a massive day for the unemployed. But in this video, it's essentially someone, and that someone is this chick, being like, I like the guy, we had sex before, during, and after, but all these years later, I regret it, so I'm going to accuse him of all of these things. It's like, but you consented years ago, and during it, and then after, and you didn't have a problem with it until now. The timing is extremely fucking convenient. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's just get right into this. Holy.
I went to evil Las Vegas alone. But I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with Sykkuno, but I didn't know that he had other intentions. And I didn't ask him to share a room with me. I just simply asked him, hey, are you going to evil Las Vegas? He said yes. And I said, oh, I'm trying to go this year. I'm looking at hotels and everything's so expensive. Do you pretty much have like any recommendations? Like, I know he lives in Las Vegas. And he said, oh, you're planning on coming. I actually have room if you just want to like room with me. And I said, and I at first was not against it. I was like, are you sure? Like, no, I don't want to intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this. Like, I was insistent on being like, oh no, it's fine. And then he said, no, like, I have extra room. I already paid for it. And I even asked him, I'm like, are you rooming with a group or with friends? And he said, no, but there's 2 beds. So like, you'll get your own bed, you know, like, yeah.
Okay, so far, so good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. 2 beds. He's just trying to be nice. I personally don't see anything wrong with this. For all we know, this guy went completely goblin mode and did horrible things to her. I'll be quiet and I'll just keep it plain. As of right now, Sykkuno, however the fuck you pronounce this guy's name, despite everything else that he did, so far in this situation, in this context, everything seems fine. We're all agreeing that that's fine, right? Okay, now we can keep playing it.
So I took his offer. Being a dumbass, I took his offer, but I did later. I even offered to pay him back. I said, how much should I save up for accommodations? And he said, oh, no, you don't have to pay me back. Like, I already have room for the hotel. You don't have to pay me back. So yeah, I shared a room with Sykkuno um, at Evil Las Vegas, and we had plans to watch a movie together. We had plans to watch a horror movie together, Until Dawn. That movie's ass. Actually, I didn't even get to finish it, but that movie's ass. He has a hotel even though he lives in Vegas. Yes. We were watching the movie, and he started to get very angsty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but he pretty much tried to make a move on me, and I was fully trying to say like I'm just here to watch the movie. Like I'm just here to watch the movie.
Okay, so let me get this straight. And maybe I'm tripping here, but you decided to pull up to his hotel and then watch a movie with him, and then you're surprised that he tried to make a move. Anyone that has a life or a social fucking life, it's like, come on, like, especially if there's like flirt, right? It's like, was Sykkuno this girl's first time interacting with another human being? I mean, you do know that you didn't need to accept his offer to pull up to the hotel, right? You could have just been like, I'm good, or not show up to the movies as well.
Me being a dumbass and not being very like very strong in like mentally, not physically. I mean maybe this is a people pleaser in me, but and maybe I don't know, benefit the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or I don't know. He tried to make a move on me, resolute, I don't know, but he made a move on me. It did take like 30 minutes. Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal.
Then why the fuck are you sharing it? She just admitted that she thought the guy was cute, right? It's like, what are we genuinely doing here? Oh man, I thought he was cute, but I'm not that type of girl. And I hate sharing personal stuff. It's like, well, apparently not. This got 13 million views. On Twitter alone. What do you mean you hate sharing stuff, yet you come on here and try to destroy this guy's life when a big portion of the internet is already trying to? And before anyone says it, no, I did not know who the fuck Sykkuno was before all of this. I don't watch Twitch. I don't watch any streamers. I legitimately learned about him today. Should he be criticized for cheating? Absolutely. Should he be criticized for being horny on main? Or trying to raise women up? I guess, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. It's like, who the fuck cares? He's just trying to shoot his shot. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal. Like I don't talk about my intimate life at all. But I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating. And it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen. So instead, I just gave him oral. Okay? And then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was dissociating. I think I was straight up just dissociating. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? And then in the morning, I barely slept that night. Then in the morning, he didn't really want to talk about it. And I was just kind of trying to open it up and talk to him about like what happened. And then we were going to talk about it, I don't know, later or something. I don't know, but I can't remember. But he ends up hugging me. But then pushes me onto the bed from the hug. And we end up having sex. And didn't have it in me to tell him to stop. So I just let it happen.
Okay, a lot of things, and keep this in mind, there's always two sides to a story. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, if I'm a girl, let's say I'm disturbed or uncomfortable by a guy, he's near me, right? And then I give him head like I'm Kanye to his cousin, we fall asleep, it's like, and I'm terrified, right? Common sense tells me to leave, but she didn't leave. Even though he was sleeping. Once again, to me, so far, this sounds like someone that didn't regret it then during the moment, or afterwards until it was convenient to her to come out and talk about this because everyone and her mama is talking about their experience with Sykkuno. And it sounds like this chick is accusing Sykkuno of essentially her. And on top of that, this happened a while back. So it's like, I think that's why everyone is finding this a bit sus. And this person says, I fucked him, but I didn't get any clout. So now I'm coming for my clout. She also said that she doesn't sleep with anyone she's not dating, yet slept with them, either because he was hot or because he has clout. Which, if you want to do that, that's completely fine. But actions have consequences. If you had an issue with him, there was so many opportunities to leave, especially when he was sleeping and in the morning and during the movies. There was at least 3 different opportunities for her to leave and she didn't.
And while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection and I only sleep with people I'm in a relationship with. So I'm not used to one night stands or anything like that. But we were not using protection, and I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already. But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe, and I didn't hear him, but I just said, and he finished.
Okay. Pause. I get that. But at the same time, you could have said, what? Or could you say that again? Or I didn't hear you. Could you repeat that? This just confirms that Sykkuno made sure everything was okay.
We just laid there for a little bit, and then I brought it up. I asked him straight up, when was your last relationship? And do you sleep around often? Like, is this normal for you? Because I told him straight up, I do not date with people. I do not sleep with people I do not date. I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a moral of mine. I find it very intimate with whoever. So, and I don't actually have. I've only slept with I've only ever slept with 3 people. Well, 4 now, but I've only been in 3 relationships. So it was very new to me. I've never had a one night stand or anything like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, he was beating around the bush the whole time that I was asking these questions, by the way. I'm like, then why did you sleep with me? And he said, oh, it just, giving me really half-ass answers, you know? Like, oh, it just, I've known you for a while and I know you're very sweet and, you look nice. And then I asked him this question and I said, when was your last relationship? And he said 3 years ago. So in my head, it's crazy that's why I feel so blindsided and backstabbed, because I asked these questions and they ended up being complete lies. So when I really felt blindsided and backstabbed by all the information that was coming out, I really was, because I asked those 2 questions, like if he was in a relationship or like when his last relationship was and if he sleeps around, and he told me no and 3 years ago. And after that, I went on about my day, and then I ended up running into someone I'm very close with, and they offered me to stay in their hotel room because I didn't feel comfortable sleeping in mine. So I ended up sleeping at my friend's hotel room for the next 2 nights. And you guys can even see on Twitter, if you guys look at my Evo outfits, the first outfit is in a very different hotel room than the other 2, and that's because I ended up moving to another hotel. The first one is in the one that I'm with Sykkuno. And I ended up sleeping in the hotel that me and Sykkuno had on the last night because he ended up checking out early and sleeping at his house. So that was the only time I saw him. We ran into each other a couple of more times at Evo, but we didn't really say anything, and he didn't really want to talk about what happened. And then I struggled with this for a while, and I had someone in my life be there for me and kind of try to help me through this. And my dumbass tried talking about it with Sykkuno later, trying to like understand what happened because it's not something I'm used to.
Okay, I still think the same thing that I thought when this video started. This sounds like a one night stand that she completely didn't like. It sounds like she didn't have a problem with this until the internet or their friends told them there was an issue. But during it and after it, it was fine. Once again, the timing of this is extremely interesting. I do not sleep with the people that I don't date. Proceeds to sleep with Sykkuno because I like this comment a lot. Listen, Sykkuno may be a scum, but I'm not going to sit here and act like this woman is a victim. She had consensual sex with a man that she was trying to honey trap, knowing full well he had a girlfriend. He's scum, she's scum, they all are. Agree with this. Like, out of everything that you could criticize this guy for, this is like the weakest shit so far.
He was sorry that he gave me that impression and that he would want to reconcile. And me being the dumbass I am, I still wanted to be friends with him for some reason. So I did, and that's why we still played games. And then I ended up seeing him at TwitchCon at the Riot Party, and we actually talked in person for the first time since. And he actually brought that part up and said like he was sorry and stuff, and that he was sorry for giving me the impression. So I really thought he was, you know, honestly sorry, and I accepted it. And I thought I was the only one because I literally straight up asked him if he sleeps around, and he said no. So sorry, I thought I was the only one. Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No. I knew how much older he was than me, and I was like, why would he want to be in a relationship with someone much younger? So I didn't really think that, it was, going to go anywhere. Reconcile as friends. And that's that. And
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This sounds like someone that's low-key a bit salty that she wasn't the only one in this guy's life. Everything that I know about Sykkuno has been against my will, but from what I know, and to simplify things, this guy is just mad horny. This guy likes to get his goon on. That's fine. I don't care as long as it's consensual and with adults. Go crazy, right? After seeing the full video, she does seem a bit salty that she wasn't the only one. I guess she wanted to feel special, and this guy's just like smashing everyone while having a girlfriend, by the way. Which, once again, I don't think that's epic. That's very wrong. I guess she wanted to be the one, or the special girl, the one that conquer Sykkuno. You thought you were special. You thought you were the one. Meanwhile, to Sykkuno, you were just another girl. I'm sure as soon as you were home and he was home, he was back to the DMs, and you thought it was a lot more serious than he did. This sounds like a misunderstanding. This sounds like something that should have been handled privately, but somehow now everyone is aware of this. We'll see how Sykkuno responds to this, but as of right now, I'm not really buying this. Essentially what she said was, yeah, Sykkuno liked me, but then we were friends again and we played games together and we hanged out multiple times after that. Doesn't make any sense. Just use common sense, guys. I'm sure we're gonna get a response from Sykkuno in a few days, and when that happens, we're gonna be covering here on the channel. So what do you guys think? I know that it's a pretty complex topic. I want to hear you guys out, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Why? I want to read it. Anyway, subscribe with notifications on. Until next time, adios.